Imagine writing backward with your left hand, sketching flying machines, and composing music, all before lunch. That was Leonardo da Vinci. Our story begins in 1452 in the Tuscan village of Vinci, where a curious boy wandered olive groves and streams, asking how everything worked. He didn't just see the world, he studied it, from bird wings to the swirl of water around a rock. As a child, Leonardo filled his days with observing nature. He watched dragonflies hover, mapped the shadows of clouds, and even made little windmills to test the breeze. He loved animals. Accounts say he sometimes bought caged birds just to set them free. That gentle curiosity stayed with him for life, feeding an imagination that would change art and science forever. Teenage Leonardo became an apprentice in Florence in the busy workshop of Andrea del Verrocchio. There he learned everything, mixing brilliant pigments, sculpting clay, casting metal, and building stage props for spectacular pageants. He wasn't just painting, he was engineering scenes, moving devices, costumes, and special effects that made audiences gasp. Even then, he blended artistry with inventive problem-solving. In that workshop, Leonardo painted an angel so radiant in a shared painting that legend says Verrocchio put down his brush. True or not, Leonardo's talent was unmistakable. He studied faces in crowded streets and practiced subtle expressions, determined to capture what people felt, not just what they looked like. He believed painting should reveal the soul behind the smile. Seeking larger adventures, Leonardo headed to Milan. He offered his skills not only as a painter, but as an engineer, architect, and entertainer. He even arrived with a silver lyre shaped like a horse's head and wowed the court with music. In Milan, he became the ultimate idea person, designing everything from theater spectacles to graceful buildings and clever machines. For the Duke of Milan, Leonardo planned canals and bridges, studied the whirling currents of rivers, and sketched machines, gears, cranes, armored cars, and his famous helical air screw, an early idea that looks like a corkscrew helicopter. He also proposed a sturdy, quickly built bridge design that soldiers could carry and assemble, proof that elegant ideas could also be practical. Then came a masterpiece with drama, The Last Supper. Leonardo didn't rush. He tested poses, watched diners and taverns to catch real gestures, and searched for the perfect light. He experimented with a new wall painting method to achieve delicate shadows. It looked breathtaking, but the technique aged badly. Still, even in its faded state, the emotion and storytelling remain powerful. To paint people truthfully, Leonardo studied how bodies worked. He observed anatomy with great care and respect, making beautiful drawings of hands, shoulders, and the chambers of the heart. He saw the body as an elegant machine, levers, cords, and pumps, wonderfully alive. His notes from these studies would inspire doctors and artists long after his lifetime. Those notes had a twist. Leonardo often wrote in mirror script right to left, likely because he was left-handed and found it neat and smudge-free. He filled page after page with sketches of flying machines, bridges, costumes, and playful doodles. One charming detail: he sometimes drew little pictures on his shopping lists, easy reminders to pick up things like bread or fruit. Leonardo dreamed on a giant scale, too. He designed a colossal bronze horse for Milan, the largest of its time. He built a full-size clay model and planned a daring one-pour casting method. But war took the bronze for cannons, and pigeons turned the model into a perch. The horse was never cast, yet the vision showed how boldly he thought. In his later years, Leonardo moved to France, invited by King Francis I. He brought treasured paintings, including the portrait we call the Mona Lisa, and plans for bridges, gardens, and festivals. At court, he staged dazzling events and even designed a mechanical lion that could walk forward and present flowers, a perfect symbol of art and engineering working together. Leonardo da Vinci's greatest invention wasn't a machine, it was a way of looking at the world. He treated questions like adventures and mistakes like maps to better ideas. Today, when we see helicopters, parachutes, elegant bridges, or detailed heart models, we can spot echoes of his sketches. Stay curious, test bold ideas, and like Leonardo, keep asking, how does this work, and what if?